You are looking live at Lovell Arena in Rockland, Massachusetts, where the New Jersey Bandits U19 girls are getting set to take on the Boston Advantage. It's the NGHL Red Division Tier 1 Playoffs on Rizzo Vision. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you the action. Happy Groundhog Day to all who celebrate across the world. And we know that there are plenty of you watching from different parts of the globe. Most of you are probably in the United States, but we know that we have a bunch in Europe checking out the action today. Our pals from the Ukraine, big fans of Rizzo Vision, tremendous support. Portugal checking in for this one for sure. And for Groundhog Day, of course, we will repeat this later on in the day because that's the whole theme of the Groundhog Day movie, right? Boston Advantage first, that's the brunch with the Bandits, Groundhog Day brunch, and then the Arizona Kachinas later on in the evening. Harper Keenan will guard the goal to your YouTube left. Alex Hajar for the Advantage, protecting the cage to the YouTube right. Underway, period number 1. Gabby Rothstein up front with Luisa Rizzo and Maeve McNulty. On defense, Olivia Rothstein on the left and Fernanda Venuto on the right. Referee will hopefully stay out of our way. Lovell Academy is the place overall kind of where we are, and Lovell Ice Arena, part of this campus for a school that is really geared for rearing hockey players. They're not so far on the schedule for this one, but we will see how it all turns out in the end. First shot, Keenan makes the first save of the game. Score bug on the top left, provided to you by Matt Claus, our extraordinary producer, as always, checking in. Picked off now by Sperling. Jesse racing in, takes a shot, saved by Hajar and deflects it over. Sperling now on the left wing, Camerata on the right, Julia Folia there taking a spill is the center. Katie McCaffrey checks in at left D, and Kira Redmond on right D now. Bandits a little bit short for the first game here. And possibly, I think, for the second game, just a couple short in manpower, but depth has been a key for the team during the entirety of the season. So with others who round out the bench, maybe a little more of a look today. And of course, some needing to show that versatility. Bandits have the black jerseys on if you're just tuning in, and no icing on that one. They have the gold helmets, and the Boston Advantage with that bone white or off-white with the light blue. The helmet colors for the Advantage are midnight blue for nearly all except for one player who, of course, is a jersey number that I don't have a name for. So that's the way that goes. Otterbein now out with Bellin and Claus for the Bandits. Puck brought in. Shoemaker Gromick smacks it out. She's back on D with Kepler. Advantage bring it in, center it down the middle. Shot was blocked, but it got all the way to Keenan, and Harper makes the save with the glove on Liz Kilpatrick, who was coming down the middle. Defensive zone draw. Kilpatrick stays in there against Gabby Rothstein. It's a battle for it. Knocked away by McNulty, but it comes to the point where Palmer sent it back in. Palmer gets a shot off. Keenan knocked it down, was going to play it, and just covered it up as Shoemaker Gromick was there, and they'll just redo it again. Gabby Rothstein on the dot. Rizzo and McNulty in the slot along with Shoemaker Gromick. It comes to the point. They take it right out. Rizzo's got a chance to get through. And will she get there? She's putting the pressure on. Didn't have the step nor the angle, but made it at least into a contested play. So that goes from a defensive zone draw, comes all the way in, and the teams go up and down the ice. The advantage changing on the back line. Rizzo grabs it at the half boards, but couldn't get it out as the pressing Boston players were coming right in and right at her. Picked up now, the advantage, try to cycle it. Shot, and they score. It looked like Ella Bates had it on the sharp angle. Somebody might have deflected it in front. Let's see if Bates leads the Selly line, and she does. So number 5, Ella Bates with the first goal of the game. She got it down low. Turned around, there were a few players crashing in the slot. She opted to shoot it and found a spot there to convert. So Boston with the 1-0 lead. This is the red division of the NGHL. So for the most part this season, we've seen the Bandits play Tier 2, AA. And this series that they've played with the NGHL, they played 2 tournaments and now in the playoffs of the NGHL. This is Tier 1, which is AAA. So the rules are basically the same as Camerata fires it wide, but there's a couple of subtle differences. The level of play is the higher level, and this referee will decide to block everything that we are doing right now. So hopefully he moves away, and he does. Camerata sends it below the end line, out with Folia and Sperling. Olivia Rothstein, player of the week in the AGHF, keeps it in. First 4 minutes expired. Boston advantage with the 1-0 lead, although the scoreboard does not reflect it here in the arena. Matt Claus's score bug has it right. So the difference with the Tier 1, you could see if you're used to watching most of the games that the Bandits have played, the pace is decidedly quicker, the skill level higher. That doesn't mean that we don't see players that are more than capable at this level during the season for the Bandits' opponents. It just means that there's more of them out there in this case, and very few who are trying to get to that level. They're already qualified to kind of be there. Boston breaks in, looking to set it up now with a 1-0 lead. That another unnamed number for me, 24. Don't have that on the sheet, on the ledger. Always the ones that have the puck that you don't have their numbers. So Claus gets it out and stands up as Ella Bates was trying to put pressure on her. Claus got the better of that one, and there you get a good look at Annalise. 20, sends it in, off a skate! Nearly got that one. And let's see, it looks like it's going to be a Boston penalty because they touched it up. A high stick on Boston is going to yield the Bandits their first power play. It might have been Claus that drew it right here. And of course the unnamed player, number 24. Well, it's a good time to be anonymous when you have a penalty. I think Claus might have drawn that when she stood her ground in a collision, and maybe it was the stick that was up. They list 21 on the board. They still don't have the goal listed up there for Boston, which would be great if it worked out that way for the Bandits. Bandits on the power play. Shoemaker Gromick got it through traffic, but didn't get it on net. Sperling now on the perch at the left side. Gabby Rothstein over there to battle. Izzy Camerata picks it up. Folia's backdoor. Camerata shoots, couldn't get it through traffic. She might have hit Gabby Rothstein with it. Folia was backdoor. They send that one down, and it's going to be an icing. Bandits will have a chance to restart it with 8:49 left in period number 1. They trail 1-0. In this case, you got to trust the score bug to your top left and not the scoreboard that is in front of you, because it doesn't have the goal that Boston scored. Here comes Sperling, had a chance, fanned on it. It's fired into the Boston bench, and they will do it over again. Sperling, typically a left wing, playing the left point for this power play unit. Shoemaker Gromick between the points, the only regular defenseman on this power play unit. Camerata at the right wing, where she typically is. Folia at center, where she typically is. And Gabby Rothstein, usually a center, plays left wing in this alignment. 30 seconds left in the power play because of the 15-minute periods and the nature of this gathering, the playoffs. 15-minute periods yield 1 minute and 30-second penalties on minor infractions, of which this one is. Shoemaker Gromick down low for Folia. It goes all the way to Camerata. She reverses it. Shoemaker Gromick was waiting for it, but Folia took it away, sent it toward the net. Couldn't quite get it through to Gabby Rothstein. It comes now to the near side boards as the penalty expires. And the Boston Advantage have a 1-0 lead. They've killed it off, and the Bandits have iced the puck. They are playing it, and the whistle had blown over there. Rizzo was hustling, never saw or heard the whistle. And the referees had to more emphatically blow it. So on the icing, the Bandits in the defensive zone draw. Rizzo was jumping away, now grabs it, doesn't have much room, reverses it down, but couldn't get it through. Olivia Rothstein back there with Morgan Kepler on D. McNulty and Rizzo up front at the wings. And Otterbein jumps in at center for this one because Gabby Rothstein has been centering. It was on the power play as a wing. So it's got to show the versatility in the lineup here as they get it out. Rizzo has a chance. It moves all the way down, and it is going to go for the icing. It just needed that puck to slow down a bit. And didn't get it. Otterbein now jumps back to the bench, and Gabby Rothstein, after a break, recenters that line. Fired out by the Bandits. This one is going to maybe be another icing, although that puck is dying, it does get over. So the Bandits killing off like 7 seconds at a time here, but they're not really in the need to kill time. Anytime you're not letting the Boston Advantage align, probably a good thing. At the point, brought down low by French. Puck battle in the near side. Ensuing over there, picked up by Spinelli. Goes toward the point to get the shot. It goes wide. Coming out to the near side. McNulty trying to hit. Oh, maybe it looked like she was going to try to hit Rizzo for the home run. Rizzo was guarded there, but did, I mean, a perfect pass. Oh boy, Olivia Rothstein just got away with one, or did she? That looked pretty clearly like a body check from over here, and I think they're going to call that on Olivia Rothstein, unless it was something else. They call, it looks like they called a roughing rather than the body check. So Olivia Rothstein goes into the box for a minute and a half with 6:19 left in period number 1, and the Bandits trailing 1-0 to the Boston Advantage. Happy Groundhog Day. Camerata and Folia up front to kill it off, and on the back line it's McCaffrey and Redmond. Centering feed, McCaffrey was able to just tie up the player in front. Comes out, you're going to get a look at Folia. There's Julia in pursuit, hitting the brakes and turning. Was French. Boston now, you get a good look at the referee over here. Sent down, no icing, as the line of center was cleared. Boston coach saying, what about the icing? And I was just assuming that they cleared the center line, although it didn't look good. Camerata ices this one, there's going to be no doubt about that. So the 40 seconds remaining on the power play to Olivia Rothstein. are an indicator that 50 seconds of power play time have been killed off. Abby Rothstein up front now with Maeve McNulty. Boston playing catch between the points, getting it down low, crisscrossing. Shot blocked by Redmond. Kira got a skate on it. Puck pops up and Harper Keenan gloves it before any further trouble. 29 seconds left now in the power play. Same four out there for the Bandits. Comes to the point. They go between the points. They're going to try to bring it now. Play quickly, catch. Wrist shot. Got through traffic, but it's sent wide. Basically a dump, and Bandits are all caught kind of down low here, but if they maintain... Oh, McCaffrey takes a stick right to the face. They don't call it. The stick blade nearly took her helmet off. What are they waiting for in a call like that? The stick was right in her neck, and they don't blow the whistle. Unless it was one of her own teammates' sticks, but that from here looked egregious. McCaffrey was leaning back with her head up in the air and goes to the bench holding the neck where there was a stick. Again, if it's her own teammate, it's not a penalty. But the Bandits do kill it off. Rizzo now with McNulty and Gabby Rothstein. Gabby with a shot, save. Rizzo on the rebound, and a blocker save there by Ajar. Comes toward the point. So the first save is off Gabby Rothstein. The second save off of Luisa Rizzo. A couple of Bandits got tied up there for a moment. Kepler retreats back in. Rizzo chips it forward, got a piece of it. Now pursuing on the left wing. Boston reverses it. Rizzo the lone forechecker. Now Otterbein jumps into the picture with Claus. Oh, Claus nearly had that one picked off. She had it telegraphed. And Annalise Claus just it wasn't an inch, but it wasn't a foot. She was close. Bellin now in pursuit on the far wing. Otterbein the center. Claus trying to force the turnover there. Gets a piece of somebody. Line is playing fast, playing to the speed of this game. You can see it's a different pace than the pace that we're used to seeing most of the time when we're watching these Bandit games on Rizzo Vision. It's a Tier 1 affair this weekend. Comes through the slot. Bellin's going to pick it up. Shielded forward. Couldn't get it through. Venuto blocked the shot. First time we get Fernanda's name on the ledger. That one's sent down. They said no icing, so Ajar plays it. Comes to the point. Olivia Rothstein kept it in for a moment. Ava Otterbein back to Fernanda Venuto. Claus nearly had that one picked off. Boy, she might get one. She's getting close. Keenan through traffic there was shielded, but made a big save with the left pad. Claus lets that one go wisely as she was heading off for a change. Looked like the player who was replacing her had not entered the ice surface yet, but that could have been a risk where you're better off just changing if the puck is not going into a dangerous position. Advantage, the Boston advantage there, but almost got a little crossed up on a change. See if the Bandits can take advantage. They trail 1-0, 2:23 left, period number 1. NGHL Playoffs in the red division. There will be an ice cut between periods 2 and 3. So we'll have a break there. Typically we've kind of muted the mic and caught our breath, but one of these times it would be great. There's always a break when you play a Tier 1 game. There's always a break between either the first period or the second period for an ice cut. That's also one of the differences. And one of these times we're going to have a guest. I don't know when it's going to be. Shot saved by Keenan. Again, a screen shot that got through. The Bandits are really good at blocking or deflecting these shots. That one comes in fluttering and Harper gloves it down. There's the goaltender for the Bandits. Don't have the shots on goal, and we don't have our crack statistician Kevin Camarata with us today, so I don't know what we'll do for the shots on goal here. Maybe somebody will go online and get it for us. Bandits trying to dig it out. McNulty was looking to get it to Rizzo. Rizzo now retreated, but McNulty jumps into the lane, picks it off, gets it down low, but she's 1-on-2. Nearly picked it off as she read it. Now Gabby Rothstein comes through. Rizzo's trying to get to the back door, but the one player with the red helmet guards it, comes through. Rizzo trying to get through the middle again. She's at the back door. There's nobody there. She had to cover the point as McCaffrey did good work to dig the puck out of the corner. Final minute here of period 1, Bandits trail. McCaffrey blocks a clearing attempt. Gabby Rothstein has it. Sharp angle. And Hajar didn't make the save, and if she did, Rizzo was there on the back door to put it in, potentially. McNulty retreats all the way back, sends it to McCaffrey. Up for Rizzo. Rizzo gets it in, gets around one, back to McCaffrey. Didn't connect quite on the pass. Right idea, right church, wrong pew. 23 seconds left in the period. McCaffrey hounds Bates. Low angle shot, save Keenan, no rebound. Good job, Keenan. If she yields that rebound, it's probably going to get put back in as the Boston players were crashing. One was right there, a lefty with the backhand, just waiting for that thing to come down. Off the draw, 14 seconds left in the period. Through traffic, redirected. Keenan saw it and saved it. Looked like one of the Bandits might have redirected that thing, as Angie Palmer fired it from the point. Folia, Camarata, and Sperling up front to kill off the rest of the period here. Advantage, take it, get it down low. It was another shot that maybe was redirected. Sperling with 1 second is going to send it out of the zone. That'll expire the period. And Boston will walk into the second with the 1-0 lead.
Frosty there?
So the Bandits head to their bench on the left side. You can see them gathered round. Coach Grace Potash in the middle. On our right, Tim Kepler, and on the left, Amanda Linklater. 15-minute periods. At this NGHL Red Division Playoff tournament. We'll talk more about that as we go along. The Bandits playing up from their usual competition here are the road team in every game as per classification. And they will play 2 here on Friday, February 2nd, 2 on Saturday, February 3rd, and on Sunday morning, a game to be determined, but you can go and look for that on Rizzo Vision. Once we know, we will post it. We'll get the opponent and the time, and we'll put it in there. Alex Hajar now guards the goal to YouTube left. And once we see Harper Keenan head out there, she will protect the cage to your YouTube right. There goes Harper. Here you get a look at the incredible Matt Claus doing 5 different things. He's trying to get out of camera, but he doesn't realize that this thing's on a swivel. And the goalie mom, Eileen, was heading down there as well. So you got to look at goalie mom. Goalie dad, of course, watching, Julian. And commenting, as always. Strong supporter. Underway period 2. Folia starts it out with Sperling and Camarata. He's trying to get through traffic there, couldn't do it. Shoemaker Gromick back on D with Kepler. Comes through the top of the zone and Camarata bunted it out. Advantage, send it back down in on their own. Comes now to the point. Shoemaker Gromick booted it forward. and eventually gets a stick, sends it in. Looked like she was upended there, no call. The referees right here, who both had a good look at it. Probably just lost an edge. Could have had a little help. Standing on it is one Boston player, now picked up by French, trying to get through a sea of Bandits. Does, and shoots it down wide and retreats back for a change. Comes to the near side wall, puck battle ensues. Shoemaker Gromick over for Kepler, waits for a D to commit, and then sends it out. Camarada is going to try to chase this down. It's dying through the snow, but not quite quickly enough to negate the icing, and the Bandits will have a defensive zone draw. The first minute of the second period has expired. The Bandits trail 1-0. They will start this shift with Olivia Rothstein and Fernanda Venuto defending, and Gabby Rothstein, Larissa Rizzo, and Maeve McNulty up front. Gabby looked like she got the skates taken out over there. And again, no call. Rizzo on the near side wall, chips it forward for herself, and then for McNulty. Maeve breaks in, but she's 2-on-4, now 3-on-4. Now all the players enter the offensive zone, and Gabby Rothstein picks it off, sent it through the middle. It goes all the way to the far side boards. Rizzo picks it up, trying to get through one. Banks it off the boards for herself, sends it to Olivia Rothstein. Olivia trying to tee it up. Couldn't get it through traffic as she was hounded up there by Allie Melvin. Melvin has it now, tees it up, and sends it wide. Olivia Rothstein. Oh, Rizzo had a chance for the break. She was way behind the defense and was just waiting for that puck to pop out. That one was sent out of the zone. Rizzo, nice tape to tape for Gabby Rothstein. Gabby up for Maeve McNulty now, but French picks it up. Cindy French moves it toward the middle. Now the Boston Advantage get it deep. Otterbein jumps on in place of Gabby Rothstein. Bellin out there now. Use the body as a shield. McNulty at the end of her shift is going to send that in, jump off, and here's Claus jumping on. Bellin and Otterbein in pursuit. Got down low. Not a clean break out here. Did they get it? Are they going to keep it in? Almost. Okay, so they don't get the offensive zone possession, but they prevent a breakout. Boston breaking it in, trying to get down low. Olivia Rothstein came through and cleared the middle. Still there. Shot goes off the blocker of Keenan and then comes down low. Referee's right shoulder gives you what would be a beautiful photo perspective, but it doesn't really help the video stream too much. In fact, it's confusing the focus here because it was focusing on his shoulder, which is close. Hopefully the focus will pick itself back up. I think it did there. Through traffic, Sperling took it from Venuto. He was looking for Camarada breaking down the middle, but didn't fire it accurately. 11:20 left, period 2. Bandits trailing 1-0. Staying right here with the Boston Advantage. The difference in these Tier 1 games often is you can defend fairly well. They haven't given up a lot of goals in these games. It's just that the offense becomes more difficult to come by or to sustain. Sperling knocked it down. McCaffrey couldn't get it. Sperling back checks and breaks up the play. And now McCaffrey sends it up. Soccered forward, but Camarada grabbed it. Camarada took a little slew foot over there. Didn't lose the edge completely. Comes to the near side wall, chipped forward. Redmond stepped in there. Comes to the far side wall and now brought in. Drop pass by Bavis, and the shot never eventually gets through. Boston trying to work toward the middle there. McCaffrey chips it out, looking for Camarada. Nobody got a piece, and unless that hits a big pile of snow, it's going to be an icing, and icing is the call. Whistle stops play. 10-11 left, period number 2. Bandits trail at 1-0. Gabby Rothstein now on the dot. Rizzo and McNulty, the forwards. Redmond and McCaffrey on D. Comes through the middle. McNulty forces it. Rizzo trying for the break again. Got out into open ice for a moment, but the puck hasn't found her yet. Sent in by Boston, battled for on the near side wall. Can't see too much better than you can right there. Redmond picks it out and sends it around the boards to the far side. McNulty looking to get it up toward Rizzo's area. Boston picks it up in their own end. Rizzo picked it out of the skates of Bates for a moment, but Bates recovered. Gabby Rothstein trying to turn the corner on French. Has Rizzo down the middle, but didn't really have the possession and hit a pile of snow. There's a lot of snow right in front of the bench. It's hard to see maybe at great detail as Shoemaker Gromick picks it up, but it does now and then. It'll slow down a puck in a way that a player might not be expecting. Bandits change it up. Otterbein with Bellin and Claus. That one brought forward, tripped over there, and boy, Bellin just got away with a trip. So there's been a few, and we talked, and there's the check against Otterbein. She was face first at her bench and got pushed into the boards from behind, and once again, the player whose name I don't have, 24. I don't have 24, and I don't have 33. There's a 27 out there, I don't have a 27. So whoever you are, 24, you've got your second penalty of the game, and that will yield the Bandits' second power play. They are 0 for 1. Folia gets it down low, shoots, and she scores! Julia Folia with a power play goal, 2 seconds into the power play. And with 8:39 left in period 2, the Bandits have drawn even at 1-1. Folia right off the draw, shoveled it forward to herself and just fired off the shot, beating Alex Hajar. So the Bandits have fought back. Breakfast or brunch with the Bandits, tasting a little better now. Maybe that was a new pot of coffee or something that came on as Folia ties it up. There's Keenan with a save as Boston tries to put the pressure on and get it back quickly. So Otterbein draws the penalty. Folia converts the power play. That is part of the teamwork. Sometimes it's the play that leads to the play that leads to the play. In that case, that line with Otterbein, Bellin, and Claus not always getting the glory, but they were sure a part of that. Saved by Keenan on the close range shot. Threw the glove out there, and Liz Kilpatrick was ready to throw the hands up in the air, but Keenan snared it. To the approval of producer Matt Claus. He's trying to keep those hands warm. He's doing triple duty over here, manning the score bug as Rizzo and McNulty between them eventually get it out. And he's taking pictures. That looked like it was offside, but maybe I just didn't have such a great angle there. Coming in down low, shot, and they score. So it's one of the unnamed, 33, with the different colored helmet and the different colored gloves. And not on my roster. Right defenseman comes in, close range. Looked like it went off of the left shoulder of Keenan. So now 2-1 Boston, 7:20 left period 2. So the Bandits get one on the power play, and the advantage come back and get it right back. Not right back, but they get it back. Olivia Rothstein was retreating, lost an edge, trying to recover now. Syke with it down low, sends it to the point for French. French tried to walk the line. McNulty prevented it, so she's got to dump it. Puck battle on the far side. Syke trying to get it toward the middle. Spinelli was waiting for it in the slot. It never got there. Venuto is going to break out. 3-on-2, or rather 2-on-3 now because McNulty was heading to the bench. Rizzo dives in to keep it in. Venuto with a shot, nearly handcuffed the goalie and found a way to get it in. But a kick save just at the last moment by Hajar. Olivia Rothstein rushing in had picked that one off. And I think that one was offside. Eva Otterbein mugging to the camera. Her draw of a penalty led to Folia's power play goal. This line has had some jump. Let's see, and Claus has been very close on picking off a couple of passes here. Let's see if she gets one. Nearly had that one. Bellin knocked that one down. Redmond racing back, didn't have an angle, so she has to recover. Boston with it down low. They'll try to send it to the point. Can't get it cleanly. French there. Claus putting her under pressure. Spins around. Wow, like on rails. Cindy French coming in. Takes a shot. Keenan save. No rebound. And they were storming the middle. Off the draw, Folia comes to the point. She's out with Sperling and Camarada. Redmond and McCaffrey on D. Boston, after the Bandit power play goal, has not really allowed the Bandits to get back into the offensive zone. Close range shot by Bates, couldn't figure out how to get it all the way through, or Keenan might have gotten there for a stop. Banked off the boards on the far side. Here's Camarada getting through one. She's 1-on-3, has Sperling coming in. Shot hit the post on the left side! Folia has it, sends it forward on the dump in. Picked up by Palmer. Palmer looking for somebody in the middle. Folia had been there a moment before. And it's sent down low. Kepler back for Shoemaker Gromick. Sperling's on the near side, receives that puck, spins it out. Line backhand pass for Camarada, but it's picked off through the middle by Kilpatrick. Shoemaker Gromick sends it up the middle, was looking to get Camarada behind the D, but French picks it up, gets it in, and dumps it low. There's a press against the end boards, but not a check. That's angling, so if the puck is there, and you push or you don't close a gap to make contact with someone, then it's okay. If you close a gap and you make contact, that can be ruled as a body check, which is not a legal play. Here's a one-time shot. It was a wrister, rather, not quite a one-timer. This one blocked away by Camarada. Camarada trying to turn the corner, gets through the middle. She's 3-on-2. Doesn't even know Folia's there. Folia picks it up. Sperling shot! Save! Rebound! Couldn't quite smack it in. Olivia Rothstein off the bench sends it down low. Camarada jumps off and she's under in some kind of, maybe it looked like she was in some kind of pain or something. But that puck trickled now toward the front of the net. McNulty battles for it down low. Sperling jumps off. Rizzo jumps on. You're going to see Rizzo skate right down the middle, hoping for a puck to get to her. It doesn't happen. That one's sent down by Boston, and it's going to be an icing. Bandits 11 offensive zone draw, trailing 2-1 with 3:17 left in period 2. Groundhog Day on Rizzo Vision. We'll have a break in between periods here for them to cut the ice. Nobody volunteering to do stand-up comedy for us or an interview about anything so far, but we'll see if that changes. We'll let you know. 3 minutes now left in the period. Rizzo 1-on-2. Will send it in for the dump, try to get it herself. Venuto was trailing. And Venuto retreats back. Claus lost an edge. Rothstein got away with a trip. 3 players go down. Puck gets in down low. Keenan saves, smacked it away with the paddle of the stick. Comes to the near side wall. Gabby Rothstein shoveling ahead. Bandits have him caught in a little bit of a change. Gabby Rothstein with Claus and Rizzo tries to get it through the middle. Couldn't quite do it. Shot goes off the glove of Hajar and nearly deflected the right way. Rizzo sent it toward the middle. It's a possible too many on the ice, but it looks like they changed it cleanly. Rizzo's at the way end of her shift. She's got to try to get off there and will now be able to, was doing it anyway, but on the offside by Boston. The line change will be complete as Bella Bellin jumps on. And it's trailing at 2-1. They were down 1-0. They equalized on a power play goal by Julia Foglia. And then Boston got it back. Otterbein got the stick tied up. There was a little bit of a stick hold there, depending on how you look at it. Sometimes the stick gets caught under somebody's arm and that player will make a motion as if they're being hooked. And sometimes they call the hook and sometimes they call the stick hold. Claus was 1-on-3 as that pass was coming in there. Lifted 1 or maybe 2 sticks and just allowed that puck to get further out of the zone. She didn't have a chance to play it cleanly. Claus in pursuit now, and Bellin and Claus kind of in the same spot there. Player hit the brakes and curled one way. McCaffrey knocked that one down with the body. Otterbein comes in, has Camarada down the middle, and Bellin's open. Oh boy, didn't see her. Bellin was in a good spot right there as Camarada drew the defender down low. Shot by Redmond, redirected by Camarada, and it goes just wide. Oh, Camarada nearly had it tied. Redmond saw her, found her at the post, and it goes wide. There's going to be a penalty now as Camarada is going to go off and the player down at the end after a hard crash into the boards over there. So the referee's in the area where the player is down. Player's moving, just can never tell what these injuries are going to be. You always hope it's just a little shake-up with 39.5 seconds left in period number 2. But the first thing that we're always looking for, of course, is player movement after the hit, and getting up on her own power is Liz Kilpatrick and skates back to the bench. So Boston will have a power play for 1.5 minutes as Camarada goes in. I'm not sure if the call was roughing or not. .39.5 seconds left in the second period. Bandits will defend with Folia and Sperling up front. Shoemaker, Gromick, and Kepler on the back line. 29 seconds left in the period. We'll just watch the period time. Shot and a save kicked away by Keenan with the right pad. French looking to get it through. Sperling and Folia took away the shooting lane. They send the cross-ice pass, fumbled down there. That gives a little time for Shoemaker, Gromick to recover. French, top of the slot, elects to go down low. Sharp angle shot, goes wide. 3 seconds, 2. That will expire the period as Folia was trying to get one last break. The teams will head to the locker rooms now for an ice cut break, and when they return, Boston will have a 51-second power play, and the Bandits will then look to erase their 2-1 deficit in the first of two on Groundhog Day. They will battle the Arizona Kachinas later in the evening, and we, of course, will have that for you on Rizzo Vision. Back with you for period 3. Getting ready. We do understand that there is some inconsistency with the stream, so please bear with us, and it's beyond our control. We're just at the mercy of the Wi-Fi here at the moment. We'll hope that it works out. So we do, thanks to the intrepid producer Matt Claus, now have the missing names and numbers correct, and we would like to give Izzy Hajar 33. She's the one with the red helmet. I had her listed as 3, and I never saw a 3 out there, and she got the second goal. That right now is the difference as they come in offside, but they don't call it. Power play for 42 more seconds here as we start the period. Bandits trail at 2-1. 22-10 were the shots through 2. Chipped away by Folia on the new ice. It's going to go all the way down, and they don't call an icing there. Folia just runs over the player in front of her, and that's a tough call. I mean, she's right there. She's connected with the player. You're allowed to push, or did they call an icing? What did they call? Are they calling the penalty? They call a penalty on Folia. She's right there. You're allowed to push the player. She didn't check her. You're allowed to push. I mean, it's not her fault that the girl fell down. So a 5-on-3 for the Boston advantage for the next 24 seconds. And they get it down low. Shot, Keenan save, rebound, and it's in. So off the rebound on the 5-on-3, they convert to make it 3-1. Not the way that the Bandits wanted to start here in the third period, as Tyler Bavis puts the rebound home. So that will erase the last 17 seconds of Camerata's infraction, and she jumps on the ice to kill off this 1 minute 22 seconds remaining of penalty time as there's an icing. So 14-17 left in the third period. Bandits had hung tough here. They were trailing 1-0, got a power play, used 2 seconds to convert it to make it 1-1, but Boston has fought back to grab a couple here. And the 5-on-3, you can't really expect a team to kill off a 5-on-3. It's the great advantage there for the Boston advantage. The team literally named the advantage. You would expect that their power play would probably be pretty good, and especially when it's 5-on-3, that's really something. So 3-1 Boston. 45 seconds left for the Bandits to kill in the early game on Groundhog Day. Olivia Rothstein chips it forward. Camerata and Olivia Rothstein break in. So number 10 is Maddie Sherman. We were calling her Cindy French. I had her as Cindy French. Cindy French is number 12. So Sherman has had a lot of puck time. Shot and a save by Keenan. Got the rebound steered just enough aside, as 9 seconds are left in the power play for Boston. Sherman through traffic, doesn't get it through traffic, smacked out right at you. That will kill off the rest of the power play. Folia jumps on. They are not going to call an icing there. Folia trying to get the steal, got it toward Camarada, back to Folia. Oh, she was down low, but one of the Boston players just swept right through and picked it up, and there she is. Angie Palmer is trying to go coast to coast. Folia gets around, gets hooked, still has the stick between her legs, and that's one of those cases where if this was a World Cup soccer final, Folia would have taken a half gainer and dove 12 feet and looked like she got hit by sniper fire. But in this case, she just skates on. I mean, she was clearly getting hooked or interfered with, and she would have had a chance to break away there. At least get behind the D. It's hard in the moment for the player where you have to decide, do I accentuate a little bit and kind of lose my balance, or do I keep trudging and maybe get a lesser play? Shoemaker-Gromick steps in to block that shot. Comes back now, Palmer under pressure of McCaffrey. Into the offensive zone now. Or Boston. Shot comes into Keenan, makes the save, steered the rebound back with the back of the catching glove. Palmer is going to block your view. Now she nicely moves over. McCaffrey is going to pick this one up. Now at wing. Gets through the middle. And I guess there was an offside there. Looked like it was onside. Looked like the other two held up, but not ruled as the case. Boston now with it, getting it down low. Kepler picks it up, reverses it, but all the Bandits had kind of gone to the other side. Does get it out. Sherman picks it up, hits the brakes, curls around, looking for space in the middle. Runs into her own player and McNulty. Claus jumps out now. She's the one on the forecheck there. Rizzo behind. Rothstein's still out there. Otterbein probably is going to jump on it. The first chance, gets down low. Kepler knocked it away. Backhander score. Puck got down low, and the backhander is put in at close range by Liz Kilpatrick. So none the worse for wear after taking a hard hit at the end boards with about 40 seconds left in the second period, and it's now 4-1 Boston. Otterbein with Claus, and now Rizzo. Otterbein picks it off. Rizzo coming down the middle, gets it there, tries to handle, shot, save! Oh boy, that was going in. A big right pad save. Outside of Folia's goal, that was the best scoring chance the Bandits have had. And Otterbein tripped Rizzo there. They kind of collided on their own skates. Hajar reverses it now. Claus knocked that one down. Rizzo's going to pick it up. You get a good look at Louisa right there. Shielded off. Kilpatrick gets in. Shot. Keenan saved. Lets the rebound never hit anything but her pads after that. Whistle stops play. 9:39 left, period number 3. 4-1 Boston advantage over the Bandits. Folia jumps on with Camarada and Sperling. Up front, Redmond and Venuto on D. We get a good look at neutral ice. The Bandits had gotten a 1-0 deficit off the board, and now Boston's gotten the last 3. Camarada fires it off of Minucci, 24. She was one of the unnamed players. So Minucci's had a couple of penalties, and she's had a lot of puck possession, and now we know that it's Maddie Minucci, 24. Low angle shot by Camarada looking for somebody in front of Venuto, pressing all the way down. Folia covers the defense there, and Julia will head all the way down into her own end to pick it up. Off the boards on the near side, skips past Camarada. They play catch between defenders here. Sherman up for Kirkpatrick. Shot, saved by Keenan, rebound. Couple got a piece of it, and eventually it comes to the near side wall. Chipped forward, sent out. This is going to be an icing. And they wave off the icing. I looked at the backside ref, and he had the hand up, but the near side ref, I guess, waved it off. It looked like a pretty clear icing from here, but 8:04 left. Maybe they're trying to move the game along a little more. Let's see if the Bandits can capitalize on the moving play. Gabby Rothstein sends it down low. McCaffrey is the one in pursuit. She's moved up to forward here for the time being, or period 3. She was playing defense to start with. McNulty hustling back to cover D. Shot goes wide. Comes to the near side wall. Puck battle ensues over there. Kepler got pushed from behind. They called it one way. They don't call it this way. It's a similar play to what happened with Camarada on the other end. For Folia. The Folia penalty was dubious in the estimation of one person watching. At least shot. Keenan holds the right shoulder up and makes the save. The Folia penalty was dubious. It just looked like a clean push as this one comes down. McNulty trying to outrace it. It clears the end line, but no icing. So the icing's being sort of whistle swallowed at this point as Otterbein comes on. Sends it for McCaffrey. McNulty jumps off. Bellin comes on. Otterbein battling there. This one's sent down, and they wave that icing off. So now just heck, send the thing down, and probably not going to get called for icing at this point. Centering feed. They don't gather it cleanly. There's a check, and the Bandits are going to have a power play. So they call that one. The Bandits will have another power play here. I believe they're second of the game. Folia on the first one took 2 seconds to score. And it looks like Emerson Spinali with the check. .6:16 remaining. Bandits have not been able to generate too much offense, but that's why you play the games. Wouldn't expect a 3-goal outburst, but there's one way to find out if they can do it. Camarada sends it around for Sperling. Sperling for Gabby Rothstein on the give and go. It didn't sit down for Jesse, and it's knocked out of the zone. Shoemaker Gromick picks it up. Quick pass to Folia. There you see Julia, number 12. Over for Gabby Rothstein, trying to get through traffic. Wouldn't sit down for her, and it's smacked away toward the near side wall. Shoemaker Gromick walks it between the points, now sends it for Sperling. Sperling looking for a shooting lane. Sends it cross ice for Folia. Folia to the point for Shoemaker Gromick, and right back to Folia, who walks into the middle, takes a shot, missed it wide by a couple of feet, so it bounds all the way out the other side. Gabby Rothstein gets through one, gets into the slot, but just the third Boston player was able to break it up. This one's sent down, and they will call the emphatic icing there. No getting away with that one. 36 seconds left in the Bandit power play. Can they claw their way back into this one? They don't have a heck of a lot of rope. But with that 3-goal gap, they do have an opportunity here to get that first step in cutting into it. Typically, we say in a 3-goal gap, you're kind of getting into a mode with 5 minutes left, which now there's just a couple of seconds over. With 5 minutes left, that's when you're sort of not throwing the game plan out the window, but you're trying to take more risks if you really want to get back into the game. So they're kind of at that point now where it's defenseman taking risk time. Keenan makes the save. That's the other part that you need to happen, which is that you can take all the risks that you want, but if your goalie is not up to the task of saving everybody's bacon on the other end, then it's all for nothing. So, off the offensive zone draw, Boston keeps it in. Puck battle in the near corner. Boston will just be glad to run off the time on the clock here if they can. McNulty breaks out with McCaffrey. McNulty sends it at the net. Bouncing puck. Hajar gathers it and holds it for the offensive zone draw. Otterbein on the dot, McCaffrey in the slot, McNulty on the near side wall. Off the draw, goes to Venuto through traffic, redirected in front, and a save by Alex Hajar. That's beside now Folia's goal, Rizzo's close range shot, and now it looked like maybe McCaffrey got a redirection there. The third. That's your top 3 scoring chances, one of which is converted for the Bandits. Into the offensive zone now. Boston has it for a moment. McCaffrey sent it out, picked off, shot from close range, save, rebound. Keenan swept it away. Penny Syke just picked off McCaffrey's clearing attempt and walked in, and Keenan made the big save there. 3:24 remaining now. Picked off by Gabby Rothstein. Had a chance to fire it. Couldn't pull the trigger. Comes toward the near side wall. Kepler sweeps forward to keep it in. Bank it off the boards to herself. And now we'll chase. McNulty jumps off. Bellin jumps on. Comes toward the point. And out. Olivia Rothstein lost it there. Bellin tangled up with Minucci. They untangle with 2:52 left. Unless the Bandits can strike like lightning, they're going to fall here in the first game, and they have another one. Chance for redemption there against the Arizona Kachinas later on. We hope you join us for that one. Brought out, Olivia Rothstein fell. That's going to allow the player to get right down the middle. Backhand, what a save by Keenan, throwing up the glove and robbing. I think it was Emerson Spinelli. Came in, thought she had Keenan beat, lifted the backhand, and Harper threw up that glove and snared it. 2:27 remaining. Bandits trail 4-1. They're going to need to strike quickly if they want to change the outcome. Izzy Hajar with it. We think that is she. We looked on the game sheet and it said she had the goal. It was listed as number 3, but we have see the jersey says 33. So if it's somebody, it could be somebody completely different. We have no idea. Camarada gets the stick held there. They're not going to call anything really at this point. Tries to pressure Sherman. Sent through the middle. Sperling got a piece. Under 100 seconds remaining now. Redmond. Gets that one picked off. Kilpatrick stole it. Shoemaker Gromick now. Over to Camarada. Camarada trying to get through one. Now a couple more. Takes a wrist shot. Hajar lets it go over with 1:15 left. Folia steps in, but shot it right into Camarada's skates. Olivia Rothstein heads back for that one. Kepler sweeps in to knock it away. Folia with it. Trying to send it to the middle. Has Camarada on the other side, but takes a shot. and it's knocked away. Under a minute left now. 4-1 Bandits trail. They're not going to be able to figure out this deficit, but they'll play it to the final whistle. Shot. Keenan saved it, played it, moved it, and here comes Camerata. 40 seconds remaining. Gets it through the middle, steers it wide, looking for somebody, somewhere, something. Sent out by Boston. Let's see if they call the icing. They do. That one. So they've waved off a bunch of them like that, and they let that one stand. And that'll give the Bandits one more shot here. Otterbein with Claus and Rizzo. 23.9 seconds remaining in the game. Off the draw, Olivia Rotzing with a shot. Knocked away with the blocker. Rizzo was looking to sweep in. And right to that left post. Puck battle ensues. Boston's going to try to just waste the rest of the time there. Eventually it's dug out. Bandits work the trap. Claus and Otterbein. Kepler is going to send it down low. Rizzo still hustling at the end, right to the whistle. Takes a little shove. The time expires. And the Bandits fall 4-1 in the opener of the NGHL Tier 1 Red Division Playoffs. Shots on goal, as you would see on the screen. And the teams shake hands at center ice. Once again, if you haven't subscribed or hit the alerts button, now's a great time to do that. We appreciate everybody who has supported us throughout this season and in the past. And we hope that will continue here for the next couple of months as the Bandits wind down their season, but they're not winding it down slowly. The competition is good. The games are fast and furious, and a lot of excitement all around. So once again, the final score: Boston Advantage 4, New Jersey Bandits 1. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Bandits Girls Hockey on Rizzo Vision.